Locked arms. Lock arms. Lock arms. Lock arms.
We are here with a collective of concerned citizens and we are protesting, but what we see is that we are not allowed to protest. The city of Amsterdam has had a court case and they have said that we cannot protest today. Although there's genocide happening and we very much have all right to protest against this. So what we see is that the Netherlands and also the media in the Netherlands is framing only the story of the Zionist entity of Israel, and they're only doing Zionist propaganda. And that's why, because they of course have ties still with Israel, and that's why they frame only one story, and they only frame the story that is victimizing Israel. But of course, if we look at the reality, what is really happening is that Gaza and Palestine, there's a whole genocide happening there, and there's an apartheid regime. But also here in Amsterdam, the Israeli hooligans came here with a very thought about reason. They have been chanting in the street, "Death to all Arabs." They have been violent against people in Amsterdam. They were running around with weapons. They were throwing stones at houses, broke windows. But that's what's not been covered in the media, sadly. I'm very disappointed in the Dutch media, in the Dutch government. It looks like we're really in a weird time where the full story is not being told, and that's very problematic, because how can we live in a democracy if only one side of the story is being told? So what they should do is cut ties with Israel and start boycotting Israel, because it's not acceptable that a country like the Netherlands, where we think of that it's like a moral country, a country that is developed, so to say, and they say it. But how are you developed, how are you moral if you're supporting a genocide?
We don't see no riot here! Why are you in riot gear? We don't see no riot here!
If you want to ban protests for a whole weekend, it has to be necessary in a democratic society. So the authorities have to prove that there's absolutely nothing else that they can do except take away civil rights of its citizens. I think it's quite difficult to argue for the authorities, but we'll see, there will be legal battles, that this is the only solution that they had to ban all protests and take away people's civil rights. In human rights case law from the European Court of Justice, from the European Court on Human Rights in Strasbourg, if some people in your protest do something illegal, you cannot ban a protest as a whole. And now we're banning protests for a whole weekend because other people a few days before did something. That is very difficult to uphold in a legal court, I think. But what I am very worried about is that people will now think I have no right to protest anymore, and that they will not voice their opinions and everything that they're seeing in Palestine or other things that worry them, that people don't take to the streets anymore, and I don't hope that it has that chilling effect. So people, please still make use of your right to freedom of assembly.
People are being framed as anti-Semitic, and I think, the media always do as if anti-Zionist Jews don't exist. We just don't exist, and then every such a demonstration is intimidating for Jewish people. But we have to be in front to show how can this be intimidating for Jewish people if Jewish people participate in this demonstration. So that's why I'm trying also to be in the front, also to be visible, so that they could not frame it. I don't know why they succeed to frame it anyway, because we are always in all the demonstrations, Jewish anti-Zionist people lying. They do as if they just don't know why the Israeli fans were attacked. So if there is no reason, that must be because they are Jewish. While there are weeks already talks with the city, with the football organization. Don't let fans from Israel. They are soldiers. They are racist. We know them. In Greece, they also attacked people with kufias. So they knew, and we gave reasons why we don't want the fans, and none of these reasons was because they are Jewish. And now they do as if they don't know that there was a reason, and the reason must be because they are Jewish, and that's really very outraging.
And when we say we are on the side of the Palestinian people and their resistance, we mean every act of Palestinian resistance. Rechtsop, hier rechts en tegenwerken.
Tranquilo, Rosa, Rosa. You're hurting me. You're hurting me.
Kom maar hier. Links achter die bus. Links achter die bus.
Linksop, ja, dat is wel een
Het zijn linkse partijen die zich links noemen, maar daarbij ook mee gaan in het Zionistische playbook van Netanyahu. En dat zijn die partijen die oppositie gaan voeren tegen een rechtskabinet. Gaan zij ons redden? Nee, zij gaan ons niet redden. Want als het erop aankomt, zijn zij die partijen die meeblaren met Wilders als Netanyahu weer zo'n Zionistisch playbook openhaalt. Het zijn die partijen die ons niet gaan redden. Wat ons wel gaat redden is dat we hier samen zijn. Hier, nu. En ons verenigen. Dat is wat ons gaat redden.